Howdy! Welcome to the Whiskey Butler. I'm your host, Wesley Butler, here to serve you a little whiskey wisdom. It is day 6 on the Advent calendar. It is December oh my God, what day is today? It is December the 19th, and we've had a lot of great bottled and bond whiskeys, and that will not stop today, okay? So, like I said before, I don't want you guys to hear only from me on all of these episodes. So I have another great guest today. Very fortunate that he and his lovely wife decided to drive in from Virginia to help film this episode today. I know it's a school night, but they really wanted to be on camera, or he really wanted to be on camera. She's doing her part knitting here in the studio audience. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd like to welcome Scott Vollmer to the stage. I thought you were going to do the Kramer in.
No.
No Kramer?
It's Monday, man. I don't have that high of energy yet.
You don't have that high of energy?
No, not yet.
But I asked you to come into one of these episodes because you have high energy.
I'll work on it. I need some whiskey.
You need some whiskey?
I need some whiskey. I'll step it up when I get some whiskey.
As it so happens, we have whiskey here.
I did not know that was a thing.
All of this here is whiskey.
This is whiskey?
This is all whiskey.
Let's start.
Okay, here we go. So as you know, do you want me to quiz you on bottled and bond?
No, please no.
Okay,
no
I won't quiz you on bottled and bond.
Not on Monday.
Not on a Monday. Mm-mm. But so I actually have selected a very special bottled and bond whiskey for you today.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Just for me?
Just for you?
No, you didn't.
Yes. Well, actually, the one I wanted to pick for you, I couldn't find, so I had to get another one.
All right. That's okay.
So now, can you tell the people where you're from?
I am from Colorado.
Colorado?
Yes.
Is that the
Denver, Boulder area?
Boulder
speaking.
area?
Yes.
Interesting. I just happen to have a bottled and bond whiskey from Colorado.
Get out.
From the Denver area.
Get out.
I know. You can't punch the microphone, dude.
Sorry, folks.
Here we go. We have Leopold Brothers. Leopold Brothers, which is a distillery right outside of, well, I guess it's technically, the address is still inside of Denver, but it's not near downtown. You can check it out.
Look.
Leopold Brothers actually was at Leopold Brothers September 2021. They were very nice enough to let the Whiskey Butler and a few friends in for a tasting on a day that they were closed. We got to tour the distillery operations. We got to see the warehouse where they store the barrels and everything. Very good stuff going on there at Leopold Brothers. And I figured since it was Colorado, so they make whiskey in Colorado and Utah. And before I went to Leopold Brothers, the whiskey from Utah, the altitude does something different while it's aging.
It affects all of us.
It affects all of us.
We're all a little different, a little special because of it.
I thought it was because of the recreational marijuana that's legal.
Well, that helps, but the altitude is most of it. So
the altitude is most of it.
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna talk about Leopold Brothers today. It's bottled and bond, so that means it's 100 proof, 50% alcohol. It is a bourbon. It's aged 5 years. The mash bill on it is, let me see what the mash bill on it is. It is 64% corn, 21% malted barley, and 15% Abruzzi Heritage Rye. Does that mean anything?
No.
It does not?
No.
Okay. Well, the folks at Leopold Brothers are very historical. They looked it up. They were like, this Abruzzi Rye, which is what people used to really make rye whiskey out of in the pre-Prohibition and even in the Prohibition days. So they've started growing it themselves, and they use it in their whiskey.
Nice.
But the 64% corn is actually... It's kind of a low corn percentage mash bill for most bourbons. Most bourbons you see over 70%. Yeah. So I think it's really going to have. I think it's really going to play a difference in what we taste here. Now, have you ever had this?
I have not.
Did you even know they existed?
I did not.
So this is going to be your virgin tasting.
It is. First ever, folks.
Virgin tasting here on the Whiskey Butler. Yes. All right. So we got a glass here for you.
Thank you.
We got a glass here for myself. Don't pay attention to this glass. I had a little pre-episode, a little appetizer.
Pre-game.
A little pre-game. Okay. How was work today?
Work was rough.
Work was rough?
Yeah.
What is it again that you do?
I'm a...
you do something with
I could tell you, but then I'd probably have to kill you, so I can't actually go into details about that on camera.
Did you tell me once that you were like chief technology officer or something?
I think maybe at one point I did that.
You
yes.
might have said that?
I said that, yeah.
Was that for real? Or was
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
for
it's
real?
absolutely real.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
well, this is totally for real. All right.
I'm very smart. I'm very smart.
You're very smart.
Even though it might not look like it, I am really, really smart.
You hesitated on that. You were like,
No,
I'm smart.
I always try to check what I'm saying to make sure it's appropriate, and it is. So yes.
I mean, I don't want people to fact check us out there.
Well, that's what
How
smart.
can we fact check if you were smart or not, though?
Take a look, folks. Come on. Just drink it in. Drink it in.
Drink it in?
Yeah.
Drink it in? Why don't you drink it in?
And let's do that.
All right, here we go.
Hey,
Kampai.
slancha.
Oh, look at you.
Oh. It's light.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You said, oh. Was that for the lightness? Or
Yes.
what? Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I mean, it's a lighter color. It wasn't real dark,
I know
but
it's aged 5 years, so the minimum for bottled and bond is 4 years. But I like the fact that I love the fact that Leopold Brothers just tells you how long it's aged. Like don't make me guess. Don't make me have to email somebody to find out.
Yeah.
Boom, it's on the bottle right there. It's either on the bottle or on the website.
don't hide it. Don't be shy.
Don't hide it. Don't be shy. Just
tell us
me.
what
Just tell
you
me.
are. Tell us what you are.
That's right. It's so they describe their warehouse where they store the barrels as very earthen,
And that's also around the Denver area?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's right across from the distillery. And
Okay.
I mean, it's literally like the top of it is, they're not solar panels, but it's literally like, it's see-through, so the sun comes in, everything, and the ground is truly like dirt on the ground, in the warehouse.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice.
I tell you what I taste in this. I taste the malted barley because it's 21% malted barley. And usually the malted barley in a lot of bourbons, especially Kentucky ones, is just sort of to round it out,
Right.
But I taste a lot of it in here. But it's good, though. It's one of those where it's a different taste, right? And sometimes that's what you're looking for. You just want a different taste. It's a different taste.
Yeah. It's not too sweet. It's just kind of a middling.
It's definitely not sweet because
No.
they cut the corn. They cut the corn drastically from what you would normally get in a bourbon.
But no, it's easy drinking too. It's not like a
drinking?
bite on the back end either. It's,
No, there's not a bite on the back.
And a lot of times with a younger one, there are.
So you consider a 5-year whiskey to be a young whiskey?
Man, when I'm going for the good stuff, it has to be 9 years, 10 years.
Oh, really?
That's.
Okay.
I recently took a trip to Kentucky. I'm not sure if you were aware of this, but we had some great bourbons there, some whiskeys that were 9, 10 years, and I've gotten a little spoiled.
You've gotten spoiled.
So I'm like, you know what? I don't want this 4-year. Give me some of the 9-year. I want something that's been in oak for a while. Really bring the flavor out.
Well, I wish I had known that.
I'm getting a little spoiled.
You're getting spoiled.
A little bit.
I got you a 5-year now.
And there's nothing wrong with this. This is
can we meet in the middle?
fine.
Can we meet in the middle?
Absolutely. I'm completely happy with this. Thank you very much.
So you said it was an easy drinker. Well, I want you to easy drink this while you answer a few questions.
Oh boy, here we go.
So it's the holiday season,
Yep.
right? You said you grew up in Colorado.
I did.
Did you have any holiday traditions when you were growing up in Colorado that you do every year?
One of the your basic traditions. It wasn't like we weren't like crazy.
I said your traditions.
My traditions come from my family.
Okay.
So when I was young, we always had the Christmas tree. Went up right after Thanksgiving or beginning of December, first weekend of December.
Okay.
Loved the sparkly lights. Always had to be color on the tree.
Okay.
So we've had some internal conflicts in our household. Some people
In your current household.
in our current household, some people prefer white lights on a tree, and which is just abjectly wrong in my opinion.
Okay.
So I like the color.
feel like
You need the
there's-
colors.
I
You
feel
need
like
the.
there's a joke I can make in there, but it's probably not politically correct. And I want all people to watch this episode and feel comfortable. So I'm just going to let that go. Keep going.
Some people like the white lights. I prefer to let the colored lights come through and be
appreciate that,
free,
Scott. I appreciate
because
that.
I think that's important.
Yes,
that
I
is very
appreciate
important,
that.
especially during the holiday season.
Yes, especially.
So-
maybe all year round, but definitely during the holidays.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yes.
but mostly during the holidays. Other times, maybe. Well, no, all the time.
Okay.
Mostly during the holidays. Yes, very important. Anyway, before I get in trouble, let's go ahead and
Back
say
to those holiday traditions.
one present you get to open on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Always one present, and then the rest on Christmas morning, of course, because Santa hasn't come yet. So you get the family present on Christmas Eve. All the rest, all the good stuff, really comes on
Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day.
Was there a particular thing that you guys ate all the time?
Our family was generally, so Christmas Eve we had a really nice. It was usually pizza for me.
Really?
So we had the family get together, pizza. My grandfather wouldn't eat pizza; he would get an Arby's. So that was we were a Pizza Hut Arby's clan.
Arby's.
Yes, they have the meats just in case you want to cross promote. So anyway, that was Christmas Eve, and then Christmas was usually ham. Because we did the turkey on Thanksgiving, so ham on Christmas.
Okay.
But then that's pretty straightforward. I mean, we were fortunate when I was young to have a lot of snow around the holidays usually, because in Colorado we get that.
Yes.
I know we don't get that out here so much in Virginia, which is sad.
No, usually
but anyway,
snow around late January, early February.
Yeah.
If we're lucky.
But I love a white Christmas. That was some of the best memories I have.
Okay.
Were of like snowstorms
Are
on
you
Christmas
a
Eve.
skier or a snowboarder?
Yes. Because you need both to stay healthy.
You need both in your life.
Yes, I started
like
skiing
either
though
one.
because actually I'm pretty old. You can't probably tell, but
It's the makeup.
it is. We had a lot. But so I started skiing. That's how I learned. And then when snowboarding came out, for a while I was like, I fell into the ski clan where we call them knuckle draggers, and it was just a whole thing. It was a very hostile environment between the two. We were two plankers, they were knuckle draggers, whatever.
Okay.
But then I tried it once. I was like, let me see what this is all about, and it's great. It's a little freer feeling, floating.
Yeah.
But once you know how to catch an edge and you know how your turns work.
Using terms that I have absolutely no. You don't need to explain it to me.
Turn is just you need to turn.
You could just say turn.
Okay, you turn. So when you turn on skis, you go side to side. Snowboards
Okay.
front to back. It's the same thing. You just rotate it 90 degrees, and you know how to do it. So once you learn one, I think the other one's a lot easier to learn too. So, but I love both. I enjoy both.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So one thing that I know about you is that you're a big Star Wars fan.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
A little bit.
I was
little
really
bit.
surprised you didn't bring the Star Wars jacket for the episode. Maybe you were just rushing out of the house. After work today.
It's a busy Monday.
It's a busy
Things were
Monday.
things always happen.
Okay.
On Mondays.
So me not being a Star Wars fan, I've only seen one of the movies.
I don't know if I should be talking to you right now because that's a little upsetting. But okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I saw the first one that was ever released, which is now called Episode 4. So Star Wars,
A New Hope.
A
Yes,
New Hope.
that is now
right.
called A
so
New Hope.
I've seen that one.
Yes.
If I was sick, right? If I came down with whatever and had to be in the house or whatever, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna watch all of the Star Wars movies.
Yes.
Should I watch them in the order they were released, or should I watch them in the chronological order?
There's a few schools of thought on
But
that.
I'm asking you.
I understand.
Thoughts on
So if I was starting fresh,
yeah.
I would say go ahead and start chronologically. So you know how everything falls in the timeline.
Okay.
That being said, the first three are
Classics.
abysmal.
Oh, the first
In the
three
timeline,
chronologically.
yes,
Yes,
correct.
Okay.
My favorite is Empire. So it's the one you haven't seen, but it's the one that immediately
It's number 5.
follows the one that you've seen. Correct. Yeah. Empire Strikes
So in
Back.
other words, to get through the first three, I'm going to need this bottle and
Yes,
some more.
yes.
Okay.
Well, first two especially, but the third gets a little better. But some people say skip them all. You can, but I think it's
I need it
important
for
to see.
context.
It's important to see where Vader comes from, even if George Lucas is an idiot and whatever. Not that I have strong feelings about this,
No,
but
definitely
yes.
not,
So I
definitely
think if you're a newbie and you haven't seen any of the others, or you've only seen one, start at the beginning and watch them all the way through.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to go rapid pace here as we
boy.
get close to the end.
Is this the lightning round?
This is a lightning
Okay.
round.
All right.
Favorite Christmas movie? Favorite holiday movie?
Holiday movie, I would say, boy, that's a tough one.
It's called a lightning round, buddy.
I would say Empire Strikes Back.
Really?
No, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
I
Nightmare
do
Before
love. I
Christmas.
do like some Burton. Yes.
Favorite holiday song?
Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. And favorite holiday drink?
Eggnog with some nice bourbon or something in it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Oh, one last question.
Yep.
So if you were to find a little Leopold Brothers Bottled and Bond whiskey in your stocking, would you consider it to be a candy cane? Or would you consider it to be a lump of coal?
No, come on. Any whiskey that you can drink.
Oh, we're going for the candy cane.
Gonna be a
grabbed
candy
the
cane.
Skittles candy cane.
Gonna be a candy cane. Right there.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to thank Scott for joining me today on this episode. Do you have an Instagram handle or a Twitter handle?
Absolutely not.
No. Okay, so my man here doesn't believe in social media.
Don't look me up.
Don't look him up.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for looking me up and watching this episode of The Whiskey Butler. Please like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you subscribe, click the bell so that you'll be notified of all the future episodes like Day 7, which is coming tomorrow. Wish everyone out there happy holidays, and thank you for watching The Whiskey Butler. We're out.
Happy holidays.
Bye.